Let's see. No, let's get all my other stuff up here. No. Browser source. Aha, there you are. Sweet. Okay. Check. Check. Yay. All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Nick. Welcome back to the Nick Gundy Experience Twitch Edition 2025. So, as you can hear, we got some Irish tunes going on in the background. Yeah. Quick water. Cheers. So I figured today would be a nice. So I figured, at the last second, I can do some tunes for this mid-afternoon, for this midweek. One of my other streamer friends, Anna Luther, is not even able to stream today, so that's usually when I'll be listening to her and with her streams, I've used the opportunity to continue practicing a bit, improvising a bit on my lap steel guitar. Which be this fella right here. And for about 6 years, I've had this tuned to open G major specifically. And last week, I wanted to look up different tunings for a lap steel that would be normally played, and then upon chance I saw a video where this guy on YouTube has this exact recording cane lap steel with little machines on it called benders, so it manipulates the note so it can go up a whole step or a half step on those little lever benders, or at least for 2 strings. You can do it for all these. Kind of like a supplementary substitute for a pedal steel. And I've talked about this and the other one on my YouTube channel. Let's see if the socials work. Yep. Well, it's just got Instagram and Spotify, but do I have YouTube on that? Yep, it does. Nice. Very nice, very nice. Let me check if it works. Okay, it does. I've also simplified my YouTube link some time ago, where it's just Nick Gundy instead of that long form. So, I wanted to check if I add some of the lyrics. So I'm not going to be playing too much music. I'm not going to do a very long stream, because today there is a raid train going on for Twitch for people who have been or being or going to be or currently have been affected by the LA wildfires, to help people, to help fund people in need, and to also to help fundraise the LA's fire departments. Because we salute you. We salute you all. So I figured it'd be a good time to hop over there once we're done. Hop on the raid train once we're done, to help support people, and also upcoming I got reached out. I reached out to a friend and a Luther as well for any takers who would be interested in helping do a fundraiser, Ray train as well for American Heart Association. So I'm gonna work on. So after this, so sometime after this stream, probably maybe or maybe not. Then I gotta work on his sedatives and then work on putting in and replacing some alerts and some donation things. So that way it'll be linked directly to the Heart American Association group. We will play by ear. Yep, so first and foremost, get ourselves prepped and ready to play some tunes. First by tuning up. I'm also gonna have to do my best to preserve my voice a little bit the best I can. Cause in less than 2 hours is Vespers for church. It's a weekday, so that's usually when I go and sing. And then tomorrow morning, I usually do the singing part. All right. Turn this off for now. Turn it back. Let's see. Then bring over the guitar microphone. All right. All set? All right. First one is Blood Bank. Oh, we have a follower today. Let's see who it is. Whoop. Whoop. Before we start up, we just got a follower. Vengeance. Hello. Welcome. Oh, Irish step dance. Oh my gosh, no one's redeemed that in a long time. Let's do it. Let's do that first. Wait. Let's see here. Oh, hello, Lisa. Welcome to the Nick Indy Experience. Let's see. Okay, we'll put on some Irish two-step. Yeah. You. Everybody. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm counting that as my second round of exercise today. Whew. All right, I've concluded. Okay, if I renew my Stream Deck subscription, I'm gonna put that as a button. And keep that song. Wait. So in fact, I'm gonna make sure I do that right now. I'm gonna save it. Got it. Awesome. Thank you, Lisa, for that quick exercise. Whew. Well, that was actually a really good pregame. Whew. All right. And now, some Bon Iver. Go blipping. When I met you at the blood bank, we were looking at the bags, wondering if any of the colors matched any of the names we knew on the tags. I said, looking at there's yours, stacked on top of your brothers. See how they resemble one another, even in their plastic little covers. And I said, I know it well. It's that secret that you know, that you don't know how to tell. It ruins your honor, and it teases your head. But you know that it's good, girl, because it's running you with red. Then the snow started falling. We were packed out in your car. You were rubbing both of my hands, chewing on a candy bar. You said, ain't this just like the present, to be showing up like this, as the moon waned to crescent, we started to kiss. And I said, I know it well. It's that secret that we know, that we don't know how to tell. I'm in love with your honor, yeah, I'm in love with your cheeks. What's that noise down the stairs, babe? It's that Christmas morning creeps. And I said, I know it well. And I said, I know it well. said I know it well. And I said I know it well. And I said I know it well. Right. And before I hop into the next song, if you want to hear something, my song list is right there in the chat. Yeah, for anybody listening, or if you want to still hang out and lurk and not tell about yourself, that's all right too. Back in the States and now in a college town. I've been wandering around, but it's all coming down. Mesmerized by double lights, two yellow tie ropes. I'm making good time. I am never anywhere I go. When I'm home, I'm never there. Not enough to know. Being in love is the same as being alone. But, okay, well, now I'm brain farting. 1 second. Yep. There you go. Being in love is the same as being alone. Given the sorrows and some company, nothing to say but stay on the phone. Oh, I'm sorry, I do not know what else you want from me. I am never anywhere I go. When I'm home, I'm never there long enough to know. You say, how are you? I say, I don't know. Let's dissolve the band, move to Idaho. Everyone's around and I hear you smiling. You say I love you, I say you too. I am never anywhere I go. When I'm home, I'm never there long enough to know. I am never anywhere I go. When I'm home, I'm never there long enough. Yeah, let's catch them by Boy Genius. And they're good. I enjoyed their earlier stuff, but I didn't catch on with the rest of the stuff after their debut EP. I was like more the extent of what I listened to from them. Okay. Yep. So I've also been looking at my song list, going over some songs I haven't done in a couple of years on here, and I look at some and I'm like, oh my goodness gracious, I need to remedy that. So that one with Blood Bank, it's like songs I haven't done in a long time over here. I also thought. Excuse me. Let's see. I also want to see how stuff I've added. But I'm not gonna go through all of them this afternoon. I got a couple plans afterwards. Go over some songs I haven't played in a couple years on here, and also some songs I added and didn't play much, like I want to. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. This is written by Dustin Tippett. In your ribs, I see more than bones. Something I lost, I had alone. Oh, okay, 1 second. I'm gonna be honest, if I do this in a weird key, I'm not gonna do it well. Yeah. Because I might trim this out. Wait for YouTube. In your ribs, I see more than bones. head long ago. And all these words are meaning so much more as you said them without a close. Now I'm letting all you in. You caught me falling. Now I'm letting all you in. You caught me falling. In white water, an open hand. You found my wreck in pieces here, and all my resin glowing red could turn to ember, and I will still be there. Now I'm letting all you in. You caught me falling. Now I'm letting all you in. You caught me falling. Now I'm letting all you in. You caught me falling. And now I'm letting all you in. Caught me falling. Ooh. Let's see. All right, and this is by one of my friends. This is by one of my Twitch friends, Jane in the Huntsman. I've got to meet her I got to hang out with her in person twice since 2022. And back in September, she was doing a fall tour. And I reached out and shared I would love to host her for a house show. So it was me, her, and a local act. And he did a great job as well. And me and her, we did it was like a spur of the moment idea. I brought out my big bass right behind me, and we sang one of my favorite songs of hers called "One Day at a Time." So it's been a good. So it's been one of my favorites that she's done, and it resonates with me a bit more. And it's like, and like it resonates. And it speaks very well to people in all circumstances, even for some current things. Yeah. That's good. And I'm very grateful that she put this song together. Oops. And I'm sorry, guitar. See what you're doing here. Sometimes in the middle of the night, I keep chasing down the thoughts in my head. Brave face when I feel like a disgrace. It's someone else's shoes instead. But haven't you seen the times they're changing? It's just like Dylan Road. And I sure dim and lit drew upon the grass. There dawns a rainbow. Oh, 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 oh. One day at a time, it'll all turn out just fine. I know. Oh, oh, oh. One day at a time, it'll all turn out just fine. I know. I have an affable disguise, and it's making laps around the parade. Big grin when I hit the drums again, like there's not a war about to be waged. But haven't you seen the times they're changing? It's just like Dylan Road. And I can't escape the feeling that the bomb's about to blow. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. One day at a time, it'll all turn out just fine. I know. Oh, oh, oh. One day at a time, it'll all turn out just fine. I know. One day at a time, it'll all turn out just fine. I know. One day at a time, it'll all turn out just fine. I know. Cool, cool, cool. Oops. Sorry, mouse. Computer mouse. Yeah. So like whenever I come by and do A Case of You by Joni Mitchell, which I look at it again and I'm like, oh no, it's been forever. It's been forever again since I last sang the song. Because like the first time I was introduced to it was like back in my college days. I saw a live video of Noah Gunderson perform it with his acoustic. And then some years later, I got to see him live and then do it again. Do it live. So I got to hear him do it in another way. Another take on it. I was like, man, it was a lot of fun. It was awesome. Just before I got lost, you said I'm as constant as a northern storm. I sit constantly in the darkness. Where's it? If you want me, I'll be in the bar. Okay, let's try it like that. Let's try it like this. Yeah. Just before I can just before our love got lost, you said, I'm as constant as a northern star. And I said, constantly in the darkness, where's that at? If you want me, I'll be in the bar, on the back of a cartoon coaster, in the blue TV screen light. I drew a map of Canada, oh Canada, with your face stretched on it twice. You're in my blood like holy wine. It tastes so bitter and so sweet, but I could drink a case of you, darling, and I would still be on my feet. I would still be on my feet. Oh, I'm a lonely painter. I live in blocks of paints, and I'm frightened by the devil, and I'm drawn to those that ain't afraid. Remember the time you told me, you said, love is touching souls. Oh, I'm a lonely painter. I live in a box of paints, and I'm frightened by the devil, and I'm drawn to those that ain't afraid. I remember that time you told me, you said love is touching souls. Surely you touched mine, 'cause part of you pours out of me, and these lies from time to time. Okay. Here, I'm gonna try again. And I'm out of stuff to drink. I was like, I actually love to extort, like pull this one out and then trim this one out and then put it as a soul cover. We'll do that. Yeah. Just before our love got lost, you said, I'm as constant as a northern star. And I said, constantly in the darkness, where's that at? If you want me, I'll be in the bar, on the back of a cartoon coaster, in the blue TV light. I drew a map of Canada, oh Canada, with your face sketched on it twice. You're in my blood like holy wine. It tastes so bitter and so sweet, but I could drink a case of you, darling, and I'd still be on my feet. I would still be on my feet. Oh, I'm a lonely painter, I live in a box of paints, and I'm frightened by the devil, and I'm drawn to those ones that ain't afraid. And I remember that time you told me, you said love is touching souls. Well, surely you touch mine, 'cause part of yours pours out of me in these lines from time to time. 'Cause you're in my blood like holy wine. You taste so bitter, it's so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, darling, I would still be on my feet. I would still be on my feet. I met a woman, she had a mouth like yours. She knew your life, she knew your devils and your deeds, and she said, go to him, stay with him if you can't, but be prepared to bleed. You're in my blood like holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet, but I could drink a case of you. You're in my blood like holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet, oh, I could drink a case of you, darling, and I'll still be on my feet. I would still be on my feet. I would still be on my feet. Ooh, nice. That was fun. Oh man, that was so much fun. Glad I got to do that again. All right. And then no, I also have my other guitar. What is it? I also have my other guitar behind me. But also might as well go ahead. Yeah. You ready, buddy? Let's do it. There he is. There he is. There he is. Cool. This is Winnie Houston. The clock strikes upon the hour, and the sun begins to fade. Just enough time to figure out how to chase my blues away. I've done alright up till now. It's the light of day that shows me how. And when the night falls, my lonely heart calls. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. I've been in love and lost my senses, spinning through the town. Sooner or later, the fever ends, and I will wind up feeling down. I need a woman who'll take a chance on a love that burns hard enough to last. But when the night falls, my lonely heart calls. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Sweet. All right, and we have. All right, sweet. And then we got one more, which is actually one of my originals. And I haven't done this song. And actually, I haven't done this song in the Lord Keep. It's one of my favorites that I wrote. Yep, we're ready. This is called No Such Thing as Right Words, and you can find it on my album called Retrace, which is available on all streaming platforms. And I do have CDs for it too. Stone and sand break the fall of two hearts going out together. charcoal breath, cinched out hair disappears with the rage. Can't you see I don't need that kind of pity to fill my lungs again? So help me write this song for all the crowd that are searching the right words to sing. And let the heartstrings come undone, so back together. An addicted silhouette answers my guilt with apathy for peace. Made a crest for a revelation that could begin recovery. Who gets to win it all for a fabled prize? Incomplete for satisfactory, misdirected again. Can I find the resource that foreshadows the stopping point of a process? I've had enough of the safeguard for an answer. What makes you think you could make me feel better? What makes you think you could make me feel better? What makes you think you could make me feel better? What makes you think you could make me feel better? You can't make me feel better. So help me write this song for all the crowd that are searching the right words to sing. And let their heartstrings come undone, so back together. So help me write this song for all the crowd that are searching the right words to sing. And let their heartstrings come undone, so back together. So help me write this song for all the crowd that are searching the right words to sing. And let their heartstrings come undone, so back together. Yeah! Cause what's a good end to a song without a little seven chord? All right, sweet. That was fun. And now that means we can go ahead and switch over to a little bit of story time. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna see how I do this. Search for a category. Story. Feels like. Well, it's alright. We'll just leave that music. Yeah, there we go. We can leave it at music because I don't know which one. Because I actually don't know which category this would fall under. So let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna rearrange a few things real quick. And I'll be right back. I'm gonna put this on. Okay, everybody. So now, oh, I actually can't hear myself very well through these headphones. That's right. I was watching. As I see in the bar. 1 second. Oh, this is my dad. That's good about dinner. Yeah. So, okay, so what we're going to do now. Oops. I'm at browser source. We're going to be reading a story or two from one of my newest additions to my book collection, Irish Fairy Tales. And it's got a collection of different types of stories. So it's not just like dark and eerie or something like that, but it's got a variety. It's got a healthy variety of different tunes, ranging from romance. This book says it has a range of romance and tragedy, heroes and giants, fairies and sea folk, and supernatural forces. So yesterday I read a book. I read this book. I read my first story from this book called The Enchanted Cave. And then after, and that was the, what's that I read? Take care of the introduction parts to fairy tales and folklore. Given a background of how all these things were collected and preserved and then eventually written down over time. So I'm looking at these and I'm wondering which I would like to play. I would read. Because personally, for me, the latest I can go for would be about 20 minutes. 20 to 25 minutes from this point. If we have time. So, since I read a story from the romance and tragedy category, let's try to find something interesting. I mean, it's all interesting. Okay, so here's what we'll do. We'll just read one story from Heroes and Giants, and then one from Fairies and Sea Folk. And to help me get through it and project properly, I'll be having some lemon ginger tea, and this tea bag is all done. So let me toss it out real quick. Yeah, this is good. Oh, man. And then I realized why I couldn't hear myself. I had the knob for this set of headphones down. But somehow I can actually hear it all. Amazing, ain't it? Okay. Alrighty. So before we set the mood, I want to try these other scenes that we got right here. Ah! I forgot. One second. Ah! Where is everybody? There we go. There we go. Alrighty. We got that. And then bring in the iOS camera. Aha! There we go. Sweet. Go ahead and bring everybody down. Excellent. Oh, we can also... Oh, right. I can also do this here. Much better. Much better. All right, very cool. Okay, so what are we going to read today? So, from the table of context, we're going to start off with How Finn Went to the Kingdom on page 75. Awesome. All right. This story is called How Finn Went to the Kingdom of the Big Men. Finn and his men were in the harbor of the hill of Howth on the hillock, behind the wind and in front of the sun, where they could see every person and nobody could see them. When they saw a speck coming from the west, they thought at first it was the blackness of a shower. But when it came nearer, they saw it was a boat. It did not lower sail till it entered the harbor. There were 3 men in it, one for guide in the bow, one for steering in the stern, and one for the tackle in the center. They came ashore and drew it up 7 times its own length in dry great grass, where the scholars of the city could not make it stuck for derision or ridicule. They then went up to a lovely green spot, and the first lifted a handful of round pebbles or shingle, and commanded them to become a beautiful house that no better could be found in Ireland, and this was done. The second one lifted a slab of slate, and commanded it to be slate on the top of the house, that there was not better in Ireland, and this was done. The third one caught a bunch of shavings, and commanded them to be pine wood and timber in the house, and that there was not in Ireland better, and this was done. This caused much wonder to Finn, who went down where the men were and made inquiries of them, and they answered him. He asked whence they were, and whither they were going. They said, "We are 3 heroes whom the king of the big men has sent to ask combat of the fiends." He then asked, what was the reason for doing this? They said they did not know, but they heard that they were strong men, and they came to ask combat of heroes from them. Is Finn at home? He is not. Great is a man's leaning towards his own life. Finn that put them under crosses and under enchantments, that they were not to move from the place where they were till they saw him again. He went away and made ready his coracle, and gave it stern to land and proud to sea, hoisted the sputter-towering sails against the long, tough, land-sharp mast, cleaving the billows in the embrace of the wind and whirls, with a soft, gentle breeze from the height of the sea-coast, and from the rapid tide of the red rocks, that would take Willem from the hill, foliage from the tree, and heather from its stalk and roots. Finn was guide in her prow, helm in her stern, and tackle in her middle, and stopping of head or foot he did not make till he reached the kingdom of the big men. He went ashore and drew up his coracle in grey grass. He went up, and a big wayfarer met him. Finn asked who he was. "I am," he said, "the rare red-haired coward of the king of the big men." And he said to Finn, "You are the one I am in quest of. Great is my esteem and respect towards you. You are the best maiden I have ever seen. You will yourself make a dwarf for the king, and your dog," this was Bran, "a lapdog. It is long since the king has been in want of a dwarf and a lapdog." He took with him Finn, but another big man came and was going to take Finn from him. The two fought, but when they had torn each other's clothes, they left it to Finn to judge. He chose the first one. He took Finn with him to the palace of the king, whose worthies and high nobles assembled to see the little man. The king lifted him upon the palm of his hand, and went 3 times round the town with Finn upon one palm and Bran upon the other. He made a sleeping place for him at the end of his own bed. Finn was waiting, watching, and observing everything that was going on about the house. He observed that the king, as soon as night came, rose and went out, and returned no more till morning. This caused him much wonder, and at last he asked the king why he went away every night and left the queen by herself. "Why? Why," said the king, "do you ask?" "For satisfaction to myself, said Finn, "for it is causing me much wonder." Now the king had a great liking for Finn. He never saw anything that gave him more pleasure than he did. And at last he told him, "There is," he said, "a great monster who wants my daughter in marriage, and to have half my kingdom to himself. And there's not another man in the kingdom who can meet him but myself, and I must go every night to hold combat with him." "Is there," said Finn, "no man to combat with him but yourself?" "There is not," said the king, "one who will war with him for a single night." "It is a pity," said Finn, "that this should be called the kingdom of the big men. Is he bigger than yourself?" "Never you mind," said the king. "I won't mind," said Finn. "Take your rest and sleep tonight, and I shall go to meet him." "Is it you?" said the king. You would not keep half a stroke against him." When night came and all men went to rest, the king was for going away as usual. But Finn at the last prevailed upon him to allow himself to go. "I shall combat him," said he, "or else he knows a trick." Okay, so pause. So I'm thinking, with this pace, I don't think I'm going to be able to do a second story at the moment tonight. I'll have to get going. But first, cheers. Good tea. Continuing, I think much, said the king, of allowing you to go, seeing he gives myself enough to do. "Sleep you soundly tonight," said Finn, "and let me go. If he comes too violently upon me, I shall hasten home." Finn went and reached the place where the combat was to be. He saw no one before him, and he began to pace backwards and forwards. At last he saw the sea coming in killings of fire, and as a darting serpent, till it came down below where he was. A huge monster came up and looked towards him, and from him, "What little speck do I see there?" he said. "It is I," said Finn. "What are you doing here?" "I am a messenger from the king of the big men. He is under much sorrow and distress. The queen has just died, and I've come to ask if you will be so good as to go home tonight without giving trouble to the king." "I shall do that," said he, and he went away with the rough humming of a song in his mouth. Finn went home when the time came, and lay down in his own bed, at the foot of the king's bed. When the king awoke, he cried out in great anxiety, "My kingdom is lost, and my dwarf and my lapdog are killed." "They are not," said Finn. I am here yet, and you have got your sleep, a thing you were saying it was rare for you to get." "How," said the king, "did you escape when you are so little? He is enough for myself, though I am so big." "Though you," said Finn, "are so big and strong, I am quick and active." Next night the king was for going, but Finn told him to take his sleep tonight again. I shall stand myself in your place, or else a better hero than yonder one must come." "He will kill you," said the king. "I shall take my place," said Finn. He went, and as happened the night before, he saw no one, and then he began to pace backwards and forwards. He saw the sea coming in fiery kilns and a darting serpent. And that huge man came up. "Are you here tonight again?" said he. "I am, and this is my errand. When the queen was being put in the coffin, and the king heard the coffin being nailed and the joiner's stroke, he broke his heart with pain and grief, and the Parliament had sent me to ask you to go home tonight, till they get the king buried." The monster went this night also, roughly humming a song, and Finn went home when the time came. In the morning, the king awoke in great anxiety and called out, "My kingdom is lost! My dwarf and my lapdog are killed!" And he greatly rejoiced that Finn and Bran were alive, and that he himself got rest after being so long without sleep. Finn went the third night, and things happened as before. There was no one before him, and he took to pacing to and fro. He saw the sea coming until he came back down below him. The big monster came up. He saw the little speck, and asked who was there and what he wanted. "I have come to combat you," said Finn. Finn and Bran began the combat. Finn was going backwards, and the huge man was following. Finn called to Bran, "Are you going to let him kill me?" Bran had a venomous shoe. Whoa, I had no idea a dog had a venomous shoe. And he leaped and struck the huge man with a venomous shoe on the breastbone. It took the heart and lungs out of him. Finn drew a sword. Macalluin cut off his head, put it on a hempen rope, and went with it to the palace of the king. He took it into the kitchen and put it behind the door. In the morning, the server could not turn it, nor open the door. The king went down. He saw the huge mass, caught it by the top of the head, and lifted it, and knew it was the head of the man who was for so long a time asking combat from him and keeping him from sleep. "How at all," said he, "has his head come here? Surely it is not my dwarf that has done it." "Why," said Finn, "should he not?" Next night the king wanted to go to himself to the place of combat, because, said he, "a bigger one than the former one will come tonight, and the kingdom will be destroyed, and you yourself killed, and I shall lose the pleasure I have in having you with me." But Finn went, and that big man came, asking vengeance for his son, and have the kingdom for himself, or equal combat. He and Finn fought, and Finn was going backwards. He spoke to Bran. "Are you going to allow him to kill me?" Bran whined and went and sat down on the beach. Finn was ever being driven back, and he called out again to Bran. Then Bran jumped and struck the big man with the venomous shoe, and took the heart and the lungs out of him. Finn cut off the head and took it with him, and left it in front of the house. The king awoke in great terror and cried out, "My kingdom is lost, and my dwarf and my lapdog are killed." Finn raised himself up and said, "They are not." And the king's joy was not small when he went out and saw the head that was in front of the house. The next night a big hag came ashore, and the tooth in the door of her mouth was make a distaff. New word, distaff. She sounded a challenge on her shield. You killed, she said, my husband and my son. I did kill them, said Finn. They fought, and it was worse for Finn to guard himself from the tooth than from the hand of the big hag. When she had nearly done for him, Bran struck her with the venomous shoe, and killed her as he had done to the rest. Finn took with him the head and left it in the front of the house. The king awoke in great anxiety and called out, My kingdom is lost, and my dwarf and my lapdog are killed. They are not, said Finn, answering him. And when they went out and saw the head, the king said, I and my kingdom will have peace ever after this. The mother herself of the brood is killed. But tell me who you are. It was foretold that it would be Finmet Cowell that would give me relief. And his name, and he is only now 18 years of age. Who are you then, or what is your name? There never stood, said Finn, on hide of cow or horse, one whom I would deny my name. I am Finn, the son of Cowell, the son of Loch, son of Train, son of Finn, son of Art, son of the young high king of Erin, and it is time for me now to go home. It has been with much wandering out of my way that I have come to your kingdom, and this is the reason why I have come, that I might find out what injury I have done to you, or the reason why you sent the 3 heroes to ask combat for me, and bring destruction on my men. You never did any injury to me, said the king, and I ask 1,000 pardons. I did not send the heroes to you. It is not the truth they told. They were 3 men who were courting 3 fairy women. These gave them their shirts, and when they have on their shirts, the combat of 100 men is upon the hand of every one of them. But they must put off the shirts every night, and put them on the backs of chairs. And if the shirts were taken from them, they would be next day as weak as other people. Finn got every honor, and all that the king could give him. And when he went away, the king and the queen and the people went down to the shore to give him their blessing. Now Finn went away in his coracle, and was sailing close by the side of the shore. When he saw a young man running and calling out to him, Finn came in close to land with his coracle, and asked what he wanted. I am, said the young man, a good servant wanting a master. What work can you do, said Finn. I am, said he, the best soothsayer that there is. Jump into the boat then. The soothsayer jumped in, and they went forward. They did not go far when another youth came running. I am, he said, a girt servant wanting a master. What work can you do, said Finn. I am as good as a thief there is. Jump into the boat then. And Finn took him with this one also. Then they saw a third man running and calling out. They came close to land. What man are you, said Finn. I am, said he, the best climber that there is. I will take up 100 pounds on my back in a place where a fly could not stand on a calm summer day. Jump in. And this one came in also. I have my pick of servants now, said Finn. It cannot be, but these will suffice. They went, and stop of head or foot they did not make till they reached the harbor of the Hill of Howth. He asked the soothsayer what the 3 big men were doing. They are, he said, after their supper and making ready for going to bed. He asked the second time. They are, he said, after going to bed, and their shirts are spread on the back of chairs. After a while, Finn asked him again. What are the big men doing now? They are, the soothsayer, sound asleep. It would be a good thing if there was now a thief to go and steal the shirts. I would do that, said the thief, but the doors are locked, and I cannot come, and I cannot get in. Come, said the climber, on my back, and I shall put you in. He took upon his back to the top of the chimney, and let him down, and he stole the shirts. When Finn went where the fan band was, And in the morning, they came to the house where the three big men were. They sounded a challenge upon their shields and asked them to come out to combat. They came out. Many a day, they say, have we been better for combat than we are today. And they confessed to Finn everything as it was. You were, said Finn, impertinent, but I will forgive you. And he made them swear that they would be faithful to himself ever after, and ready in every enterprise he would place before them. Ooh, that's a good one. Another good one. 427, sweet. Yep, that was a fun little story. So that was how Finn went to the kingdom of the big men. Most excellent. Yay. Okay, so we done our music and we done our story. Next time I go live, we'll do another story. And oops. Come back here, music. You're fun. There we go. We got our music and we got our story in. So now let's see who's live. Which I know who we're going to go. Which, honestly, I know who we're going to raid. Because we got. So we didn't get it. So I wanted to raid one of my friends. At the start of the new year. I decided to go with we decided to go to somebody else that day. So we're going to go raid into my good friend, Miss Helena Meyer. And she is participating in a raid train today to help provide financial aid and relief to the LA firefighters. Well, great cause. Help out. Aid to help out as much as you can, as often as you can. Okay, so what are my plans so let me tell you guys a little bit about my plans for the month. My plan for the month is to do another stream before my birthday, which is on Monday, and then do a birthday stream on Monday. I will roadmap what I would like to do on that day. I already know what I would like to do, but I do know that involves celebrating my birthday. And I'll have the celebration a bit beforehand with a couple of friends and some friends and family. Okay, and we're all set. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. I'll see y'all next time. Toodaloo!